Hi guys, today I'll show you how to replace the brake fluid in Toyota RAV4. The brake fluid needs to be replaced once every 3 years. Here we have the brake fluid itself, it's .3, but vehicle also accepts .4. We'll need 4 empty water bottles, 4 hoses, like this one. The interior diameter of the hose needs to be 1/4 of an inch. Besides that, we'll need 8 mm or 5/16 range. To gain access to the brake fluid reservoir, first we'll have to remove this plastic cover. This will allow us to put the brake fluid bottle inside the reservoir. Thus, we will get the constant supply of the brake fluid to the system. So there is a level of the fluid right now. I will open the bleeding screw and you can see movement of the liquid. So, but before that I'm going to install all 4 bottles. And we'll do this process simultaneously on 4 tires. So to get access to the front right tire, we have to turn steering wheel to the right. And now trying to get access to the bleeding screw from this side. And the same process, so we will install the bottle. So for the rear tires, access from the back of the car and underneath, removing the rubber cap. We have installed all 4 hoses and now we will unscrew the bleeder screw and let the fluid flow freely. As you can see right now, the fluid is flowing in every bottle. The volume of the bottle is about 1 liter. This means that we have to see around 250 millimeters in each bottle, which is around a half of this bottle. Normally the brake fluid will be dark and dirty. In our case it's still light because the vehicle is fairly new, but in general the goal is to keep the liquid flowing until we see the clean brake fluid in each bottle. On our right front wheel we can see that the fluid is slowly approaching the around 200 millimeters, so shortly we will close the bleeder screw on this one, and then we will proceed to the other wheels. One more bottle is almost ready, time to close the screw. Now the fluid in both rear wheels reached the level that we want to see. Now let's close them as well. Now we need to carefully remove this bottle. You have to be quick, otherwise you can make a lot of mess. And now we will see, first of all, there is, as you can see, enough oil in the reservoir. There is not too much left, so we had enough fluid flowing through our system. As you can see right now, the level of the fluid is at maximum right here. So now you can close the reservoir.
So now there is most important part of this procedure. We have to close bleeding screw with correct torque and check later for possible leak around it. The recommended torque is 7 foot per pound or 9 Newton meter. So I will do it by hand first on all 4 tires, and then we'll see if there is leak possible.
Now we will be using the brake cleaner fluid to remove all the fluid around our bleeder screws. The reason for that is this will allow us to see, in case if there is a leak, we will be able to see the fluid coming out of the bleeder screws, and this is very important. Be careful because brake cleaner will be splashing around. Okay guys, now we're ready to put back the cover. After that we'll go for a short drive and we'll test our braking system for leakage. Alright, we finished our test drive, and currently, as you can see, the bleeder screw is dry, and that's exactly what we are looking for. In case if you would see any liquid, then you have to again tighten the screw in very small increments. So we're talking about 1 or 2 degrees only, because if you tighten it too much you may damage the screw, and then you'll have to replace the whole caliper. So you have to be very careful. So after you tighten it, you need to clean the screw again with the brake fluid,
and do one more test drive. And basically you have to repeat this process until the screw is completely dry. And don't forget to check all 4 wheels.